Hello, younglings. I am the Wraith. I am happy that you are here, so that I can tell you the tale of Odin and the runes. Simply put, the runes is another way of saying language, words, an alphabet with letters. In this tale, I will explain how the Allfather, the king of the Asgardians, sacrificed his life so that we could have spoken and written language. Do you understand, younglings, how tremendous, how powerful, how magical it is that we can communicate each other with sounds? Follow me, younglings, as I take you on the tale of how Odin brought us the runes. Odin was a god of wisdom, poetry, death, divination, and magic. Son of Bor and the giantess Besla, Odin was the chief of the Aesir and the king of Asgard. He was married to the goddess Frigg and is the father of the gods Thor, Balder, Hor, Viar, and Vali. The Norse god Odin was a relentless seeker of knowledge and wisdom, and was willing to sacrifice almost anything in the pursuit of it. At the center of the Norse cosmos stood the great tree Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil's upper branches cradled Asgard, the home and fortress of the Aesir gods and goddesses, of whom Odin was the chief. Yggdrasil grew out of the well of Erd, a pool whose fathomless depths held many of the most powerful forces and beings in the cosmos. Among these beings were the Norns, three sagacious maidens who created the fate of all beings. One of the foremost techniques they used to shape fate was carving runes in Yggdrasil's trunk. The symbols then carried these intentions throughout the tree, affecting everything in the 9 worlds. Odin watched the Norns from his seat in Asgard and envied their powers and their wisdom. He bent his will toward the task of coming to know the runes. Since the runes' native home was in the well of Erd with the Norns, and since the runes did not reveal themselves to any but those who proved themselves worthy of such fearful insights and abilities, Odin hung himself from a branch of Yggdrasil, pierced himself with his spear, and peered down into the shadowy waters below. He forbade any of the other gods to grant him the slightest aid, not even a sip of water, and he stared downward and called to the runes. And so, from Odin's very own words, he said, "Wounded, I hung on a windswept gallows for 9 long nights, perceived by a spear pledged to Odin, offered myself to myself, the wisest know not from whence spring the roots of the ancient rood. They gave me no bread, they gave me no mead. I looked down with a loud cry. I took up the runes Odin from that tree. I fell in this state, teetering on the precipice that separated the living from the dead, for no less than 9 days and nights. At the end of the 9th night, he at least perceived shapes in the depths, the runes. They had accepted his sacrifice and shown themselves to him, revealing to him not only their forms but also secrets that lied within them. Having fixed this knowledge in this formidable memory, Odin ended his ordeal with a scream of exultation. Yes! Equipped with the knowledge of how to wield the runes, he became one of the mightiest and most accomplished beings in the cosmos. So you see, younglings, words are magic. Words have power. Master language, master words, and you will see.